Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy New Year. We're back.
Happy New Year.
My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my fiance, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a great time off here. It's January 8th, 1999.
Can you believe it?
It's 19. We're going to party like it's 1999.
We finally get to.
Yeah. 1999. We've got...
The whole world's gonna end.
When?
At midnight of 2000.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
That's what people are saying.
We got a year. Nostradamus said 2000 or whatever.
Did he?
Yeah, I
thought that Nostradamus said it was in 90 something before.
He didn't say anything.
Oh.
He didn't give a year. He wrote 14,000 very vague quatrains, and then people interpret it. They find one and they're like, that name, he said Hister. That kind of sounds like Hitler. That's what we're going to make that connection.
Well, I just kind of remember some people freaking out earlier in the decade about it, so I thought that it was supposed to be before.
No. Well, I don't know. Who knows? That's what they say, though. They say 2000. But I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe that the world's going to end in 2000.
Me either. If I did, what's the point of anything?
Exactly. Well, make today count. Make this episode of 90210 count. What'd you call me?
Count. Jack from Titanic,
Is that what he said?
Yeah, make an everyday count, yeah.
Yeah, he also said he used to fish with his dad in a lake in Wisconsin, a lake that wasn't a man-made lake that wasn't made until after the Titanic sank.
Oh, well.
Making it impossible.
I bet you, I'm just willing to bet money that we've made the occasional mistake in our own show. So
no,
I don't think that we can piss on other people.
I think James Cameron should be ashamed that he let that in
shame.
What turned out to be the biggest movie of 1997.
Shame on you, James Cameron.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Congratulations on your Academy Award, though. So anyway, this episode of, Academy Awards don't always glitter, I guess.
Okay.
And that ties in, the name of the episode is All That Glitters.
Right. Oh, God. The stupidity of this episode.
90210. Let's get at it.
I feel like starting with the namesake of the episode.
Sure. I don't care.
So... Apparently,
the stupidest storyline in 90210 history.
Apparently, Donna is a money-grubbing whore. I never would have pegged her.
That's what you used to say about Valerie.
Yeah, I never would have thought that of Donna, but she has thoroughly disappointed me.
Oh, gold digger.
So Noah, her millionaire boyfriend, gives her a beautiful bracelet.
Is it beautiful?
Yes.
It's fine. It's antique.
I think it's pretty. And asks her to move in with him. So it's almost kind of like a proposal with a bracelet instead of a ring.
Yeah, he asks to move in first, and she's like, I don't know. It's kind of soon. He's like, hey, why don't you move into your parents' fucking boat that I'm staying with me?
Did he ask first? I thought it was
He asked first, and she was like, I don't know, or whatever. And he's like, well, take this, or whatever. Or maybe he gave it to her first.
Yeah.
I don't know, because she tries to give it back.
Yeah, that's it felt like it was. She thought it was contingent on her answer,
and she was like, "I didn't." He goes, "I didn't ask for it back."
Yeah. So he gives her this bracelet, and it's very glittery, and so she thinks it's like a diamond bracelet.
Yeah. And she's talking with the other gold digger,
Kelly,
who's and she's like, that bracelet looks so good. You should get it. You should get it appraised just for insurance purposes. It's L.A.
You should get it insured. Yeah. I mean, I realize that that's an excuse to find out how much it's worth, but at the same time, if you have a super expensive thing, you should have it insured.
I suppose.
So I don't think it's that bad of a thing.
Yeah, because of all the home invasions in Beverly Hills.
Well, no, but I mean, she's walking down the street, somebody could yank it off her wrist.
I suppose. They're in such a white, secluded, cloistered, rich area patrolled by well-funded police 24 hours a day They have no idea.
Yeah.
Go walk down the streets of Detroit, Donna. Then you can insure your fucking bracelets.
But then Valerie sees them and she's like, "Oh, ladies' lunch? Why wasn't I invited?" Like, come on.
They hate you.
Yeah, that's why. Get a grip. And yet they hate her, but she manages to convince Donna to use her guy.
Yeah, I know a guy, she says.
To get the thing appraised. Why would you not just take it to anyone else to get appraised? Why would you listen to Valerie?
Yeah, seriously.
Now, like you, I thought that for sure Valerie was going to set it up and say it was worthless, because they're talking about how the worth of it is, a true reflection of how a guy feels about you, which is dumb as fuck.
Yeah. A guy's love is only contingent about how much he gives you.
And like,
that's some real streetwalker logic right there.
And Donna said something like, "Well, what if he can't afford diamonds?" Like she did try to, go the right way there. But in the end, when she is told that it's worthless, it really gets under her skin, because Valerie's like, "Well, now you know how much you mean to him."
Yeah, exactly. Fucking millionaires. She like, the guy was like, "Hey, either the guy knew it or the guy got ripped off or whatever." Which that would be my first thought. He's he's supposedly from one of like the richest families in the country.
Right.
Like, you say the name of the family and everyone knows, because they're oil barons destroying the planet. And that's our hero. And so my first thought would be, oh, he got duped.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought, because why would he buy useless,
he wouldn't.
worthless jewelry?
That would be like a regular person getting a ring out of like one of those little machines,
a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah, and being like, "Hey, here's a beautiful, ring for you.
Let me appraise it."
So yeah, I don't think that he would anyway. Even if he didn't care about her, he'd still give her real diamonds.
So then later, he gives her a matching necklace.
And she literally makes a face. Like, she's like, "Oh my God, more of this."
Yeah.
It's like, seriously, Donna? Like, you're a bitch.
And she's like, she's trying to be cool and everything. And she's like, because she's at the beach house later wearing it.
Malibu Barbie beach house. Yeah.
And Valerie's like, "Oh, he got you more worthless shit."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, you want to make sure that one's fake too?" And she's like, "I don't care," or whatever. But Valerie takes the necklace.
Well, it fell out of the box that Donna was putting it in.
Yeah.
And Valerie steps on it to hide it and then scoops it up like a sneaky little bitch.
And I was thinking, like, why is she stealing it? It's worthless. And I was thinking, oh, maybe she did pay that appraiser to say, and so she's like stealing it. And I'm thinking, like, that's so dumb, because she's going to know.
Yeah.
But apparently she went and had it appraised. It's also worthless. So she paid some guy to appraise it.
Yeah, it's not like they do that shit for free.
And then she brings it back and she's like, "Here's your fucking worthless junk. I had it appraised. It's also worthless."
Like, first of all, they're a matching set, so why waste your time and money?
Exactly.
Of course, it's also quote unquote worthless.
I'm sure that's what Donna was thinking. Like, fuck, I'm not. Why pay the money to appraise it? I know it's garbage.
But then she has the stupidity, gall, nerve, I'm really not sure what to call it, to, while she's at dinner with Noah, say, "Hey, I got this stuff insured or appraised, just for insurance purposes."
Right.
And, it's not real. And I just want to make sure you know that. So, in case you got taken advantage of.
And he's like, "Yeah, I know they're fake." And she freaks out.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, "What?"
But you said this is a reflection of what I mean to you, you fucking bastard.
And he's like, "Yeah, it's not worthless."
That's later. Because he walks away or something like that. I thought they had this conversation. I thought they continued this conversation in the houseboat.
Did they?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I thought it was all at once.
I think he leaves and he's all pissed off and everything, and he leaves and I guess you're right, because I think she comes to apologize on the houseboat.
Yeah.
But I thought he explained.
Either way, it doesn't really matter, because the point is that he does explain that the jewelry was the only thing his grandmother had when she came to this country and she was poor.
Yeah, they had no money. She couldn't afford anything real. So she bought this stuff and then gave it to him and said, one day give this to the person you love.
So he was giving it to Donna because she is that person. Which is why it's a reflection of how he feels about her.
And now she feels like shit, but she should, because I don't know if we're explaining it properly if you haven't seen the episode, but she really comes off very much like she cares about the money.
And then she says to him, I didn't care that they were fake. And it's like, but you did.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't have even said anything.
Yeah. It was really dumb. Like, if she didn't care, then, yeah, exactly, she wouldn't say anything. And
then she tries to blame him. She's like, why didn't you tell me they were your grandmother's? And he was like, you said you didn't want to move in with me. I thought maybe this would be a little too much.
Yeah, I didn't want to scare you off.
Yeah.
God. I was just so disappointed. She's usually the one I like.
Well, yeah, she's usually the only one that's, like, a relatable character in any way.
But this episode, she's a spoiled brat.
Yeah, she shows some of that. I mean, they were all born rich, so, that's how it is. I guess except for... It's so weird, because they were all born rich except for Brandon and Brenda.
Yeah.
But then they just became...
Well, no, Valerie wasn't born rich either.
Yeah, that's true. But then they just, like, became rich or whatever. Because their dad had so much money, and now they get to live rent-free in the house. They never struggle for money in any way, although Brenda's not there anymore, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, Brenda's also, married to a millionaire over in Europe.
Are they married? I thought they were just together.
Oh, I don't know, but she's with him, so she has money. But yeah, his dad's just very successful. But yeah, I don't think they started out like millionaires or anything.
Right.
So, and Valerie's still kind of poor. She just somehow manages to be a hanger-on to the people with the money.
Yeah, like she's hanging on to David right now.
I mean, eventually there will probably be that civil suit and she'll get some money, but...
They did the civil suit already.
Oh. Did she get money? They never tell us, do they?
Yes.
What the fuck? I don't remember at all.
What the fuck?
We took 2-week break and I'm just broken now. I don't remember anything.
You're talking about the civil suit against Noah?
Yeah.
Yes. She was awarded like $10 million.
Oh, so she has money now.
Maybe. They never said whether that money was paid or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I don't know. We'll find out eventually if she gets the money.
Maybe they never addressed it. They just dropped it.
And David's supposed to have some money, but now it's like he's poor again too, and I don't really understand what's going on with that.
Well, because he owes taxes.
Like, what did she say? Like $300?
I thought that's what she said, but it couldn't have been. It had to be more than that. 3,000?
But she said 300. Unless it was 300,000, then I mean that would make sense. But
I guess,
yeah,
that's insane. Know. But he was like, "I don't have that."
Like, but you have millions of dollars, and you just had this super.
Why does he have millions of dollars?
Doesn't he?
No. What the fuck? Okay, everybody, we're starting with episode 1 again. We're going back and watching it all. Carol doesn't remember anything anymore.
Well, no, he was just like on the radio and stuff. I thought he had money.
That Spanish fly I gave you must have fucking just wrecked your brain.
Goodness.
No, like he gets royalty checks from the song he wrote for Jasper's Law, but he was like this last royalty check was like $900 and some.
Which is that's a decent paycheck, but yeah, you're right. That's not millions. Okay. So he's doing okay.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have millions. He has enough to get by.
Yeah.
But he's able to write songs and make money doing it, so that's good for him.
Yeah, you think he'd be happier, but he's also a spoiled brat.
Yeah he's a dick in this episode.
Yeah, because he
for a while anyway. Valerie
gets him a job on. She tells him a film.
Yeah, she's like, you'd be writing music for a movie, and he's like, oh, cool, like Danny Elfman.
But
former lead singer of Oingo Boingo?
Ooga Booga? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure Oingo Boingo was the band that he was the lead singer of.
Is Danny Elfman from like the 20s or something? Is this one of those grandpa things?
Oh my God. We do a show covering movies.
Yeah.
You don't know who Danny Elfman is? Have you ever seen a Tim Burton movie?
Yeah.
He did the music for that movie.
Okay.
He's basically done. He does soundtracks now. He was the lead singer of Oingo Boingo in the 1980s. And then Tim Burton was like, hey, write a song for this movie that this guy, Paul Rubens, wants me to direct based on a character he created called Pee Wee Herman. And I want you to do the music for that movie. And he did, and the music was a big thing. And then, like, Tim Burton fucking made Batman, and he was like, write the Batman theme for me and do the music for Batman, which he did, and then became huge. Like, he works with other directors too, but he's like, there's John Williams and Danny Elfman, and that's basically it as far as really famous composers go for movies.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize. I don't know things a lot of the time. It happens.
Anyway, so yeah, he thought he was going to be the next Danny Elfman or whatever.
But instead, when he shows up, he finds out that he's being hired to write a jingle for a commercial.
A deodorant commercial.
Yeah, armpit music, he calls it.
Yeah. He's like, I don't fucking write armpit music. I'm better than this. I can't believe you, Valerie. You fucking bitch. Don't try to help me again.
Yeah, like really, really nasty.
I'm paraphrasing, but that's...
Yeah, he didn't say bitch, but the rest of it's pretty close.
Says.
Yeah. Like, I was really disappointed in him. But then he finds out
it's like,
that...
oh, sorry, the great fucking, whatever his name is, David Elfman. Or
right,
David
right.
Silver.
But then he finds out he owes $300 in taxes, apparently, and that changes his whole tune.
Time to sell out. You owe $300.
He's living in a fucking beach house.
Oh my god!
Which, by the way, was given to him by the studio that he was working for, and he no longer works for them. So why is he living in this?
Some reason.
Yeah.
Across the street from another famous musician who we'll never see again, apparently.
Oh, goodness. Does he own the bar now, or is that still Noah?
No, Noah still owns it.
Maybe he should get the bar back.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Because, I mean...
They want to make him a musician now. They want to make him a famous musician.
Well, like, writing jingles is a good career, and I think he should just do that and be happy, but whatever.
Do you think Brian Austin Green is, like, actually a musician? I don't know that he's put out any music, but do you think that they... You think that they wrote this in because he's also interested in music?
I don't know. It's possible. I mean, like, he sings in the show. So.
Hey, he's not good, but yeah.
No, he's not bad, but he's not good. He's not like, I wouldn't buy his CD.
No.
So, I doubt it. I think he's just passable, so they take advantage of the fact that he has some skills.
Okay. I agree.
So... That's basically what's going on with them. Like, he sells out. Oh, he wrote her a song. He wrote Valerie a song to make up for the fact that,
a beautiful, haunting melody.
Yeah, that he had written Donna a song. And he writes all these versions of this deodorant song, and they don't like any of them.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, wait, I've got this one more thing, and it's, this really pretty music. Like, yes, that's it.
That's it. That's the
deodorant commercial,
song.
yeah. So he sells Valerie's music.
Isn't deodorant music supposed to be like sporty and like
you would think
upbeat and stuff? When you're sweating, then you need something to calm your tits.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Maybe it's supposed to be like they're getting ready to have sex, so they're getting all like nice smelling.
That's what I think of when I think of sexy time. I think of deodorant.
I don't know. It's just like, it's bizarre.
When you want to lay her down, make sure that your armpit's not in her face.
Oh, God.
The guy's just like on top of her, and she's like, oh.
Dripping sweat. Oh, no.
I want to make this commercial now. Oh, my God.
So they make up at the end of the episode because he takes the job she got him, but he also sells her music. And she's like, never sell one of my songs again.
Right. Because he's like, I'll write you another song or whatever.
Like that's just the easiest thing in the world. I'll just write you another song.
Yeah, about your vagina.
God. What else do we have in this episode? We got Steve.
And we
got
Steven.
Brandon and Kelly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's go with Steven.
So,
This storyline's another dumb one.
So Steve had pretended to be Greg, I believe.
Yeah.
To get with this girl.
Yep. That was... Yep. Previously on the 90210 show.
And Brandon's whining because they got together. She knows it's Steve now. And she was supposed to spend one night, and she's been living in their house for like a week.
Yeah. And she starts redecorating Steven's room. She insists on calling him Steven.
Like, if she's a stuck-up bitch, like, how did he not know that?
I guess, yeah, she might, like, that's how she comes across, I suppose.
Or at least, I mean, like, I don't know, like...
She's high
douchey.
society.
Yeah, douchey.
Okay.
I mean, typically that's a guy phrase, but yeah, she's douchey.
Yeah, even though it's a product for women.
But yeah, so she does. She decorates his room. She puts his signed Shaq poster in his closet.
Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal, everyone.
He's like, wait, where's Shaq? And she's like, calm down. He's in the closet. And he's like, okay, let's fuck now. Like, that's all they do.
But it's actually Shaquille O'Neal hiding in the closet.
Oh my God.
Yes, right, Steve. Go get it. Go get it, Steve.
Oh, Lord. And then...
Shaq likes to watch.
Like, he's so happy at the beginning of the episode. He's like, we had sex 4 times last night. Mm-hmm. And by
4 full rounds, he says. To be young or a different age.
And, like, how do you get any sleep then? Anyway, towards the end, he's complaining because mid-bounce, to quote him... She gets off him, and not in a good way, to go relight a candle that went out.
Yep.
That is a little fucked.
That's definitely weird.
Yeah, you need those candles, lady. That's the problem.
She wants to, maybe Steve's not using the deodorant, you know? Like,
right.
The candles provide the masking sense.
That's it. That's gotta be it.
Oh my gosh.
And she's so happy from all the sex that she wants to give him these wonderful gifts of like fucking opera tickets and ballet tickets. And
there's no better aphrodisiac than watching the ballet.
And he's pretending to be into this stuff. He's pretending to be someone he's not, which you should never, ever do.
But he wants to break up with her.
Yes.
And apparently, he's never broken up with anyone ever.
Yeah.
He has always been broken up with.
That is hilarious. The poor guy.
I would say I have broken up with people before, but I would say I've probably been broken up with a lot more often. I would say it's probably like a 2/3 to 1/3 ratio or so. And I think that's common for guys. I feel like guys hold on longer, delude themselves a little more than women do. I think women hold on. I think women know they want to break up with someone a decent amount of time before they actually do the breaking up. Mm-hmm. But I think that women come to the decision faster than guys do.
Well, I was broken up with twice in high school.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
Wow.
So.
And then, wow. And so you've broken up with everyone else that you dated before me?
Yep.
All 9,000 men you dated before me?
Yeah, I was talking to my nephew the other day, telling him stories, and he just goes, how many people have you dated? He was just so horrified.
She hasn't dated 9,000 people.
No, more like 8,000. No, not really.
I thought you were going to be serious and say like 8.
Well, probably 8. I don't know. Anyway, talking about Steve now.
Yes.
So he's going to break up with her. He's all hyped up to break up with her. And then she's like, he says, I don't want to go to the ballet. That's how he starts this. She's like, that's okay. You know, and she's like, is it because you forgot? And he's like, what? And she's like, do you just feel bad because you didn't get me a gift? And she gives him a gift. And
she goes, you're present enough, Steve.
Yeah. Which is weird because like he didn't say anything about a gift and she didn't say anything about a gift. So why would she assume that if he forgot that he actually knew that it's their 1 month anniversary?
Yeah. What are they in middle school?
So stupid.
It's our 1 month anniversary, everyone.
And the picture is a framed photograph of her.
Yeah, that's what she got for him.
Who is that?
That's weird.
It's a very weird gift.
It's not even a nude photo of her.
No.
Which would be better, I guess.
Or even a glamour shot.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, glamour shots are cool.
Yeah, go to the mall.
But, like, I mean, I've given people, like, you know, the wallet-sized pictures of me or whatever.
Yeah, nude.
No.
Okay.
But, like, I wouldn't do it as a gift.
No. Yeah, exactly. Here's my school photo as a gift.
Happy birthday.
So, he can't do it.
Yeah.
He can't break up with her because it's their 1 month anniversary or whatever.
Whatever. So, then...
He's trying to... The vaguely Asian woman that works
office,
that works in their office. Not sure what ethnicity she is, but she's, I don't know, some kind of mix. Don't you think? Or do you think she's like Hawaiian or what?
I don't know. I haven't really put that much
Filipino.
thought into it. Like,
She's Filipino.
she's pale and she has dark hair and she has Asian looking eyes. So who knows?
Anyway, so she's like rehearsing with him on how to break up with this girl.
Yeah. And then he's talking about like, oh no, she's talking about like, you know, you just need to find somebody.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because she comes in, the whatever, the one he's dating comes in and she's like, Steve, this is so hard to say, but I have to break up with you. So he still doesn't get to break up with her. She's like, we're just very different people. You don't like the ballet. You don't like the opera. You don't like me getting off of your cock to light candles.
And he looks so like offended, and he's arguing with her, and he's like, "But I do like those things, or I
Right.
could like those things." And it's like
He's like fighting
You
to
wanted,
stay in this relationship.
yeah, you wanted to break up. Why are you arguing? It doesn't make any sense.
It's so weird. But anyway, so she leaves. She's like, I'm out of here before Brandon can lure me to the desert.
So yeah, exactly. So then, yeah, the secretary lady like puts her hand on his hand. She's like, "You just aren't looking in the right places," or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe you need somebody that likes you for you.
yeah.
She likes me for me.
And then he like looks at her like, "Oh." So I guess they're
Does
gonna
he
hook up
get
now.
it?
I don't know.
Because I was confused as to whether he got it or not.
It seemed like it at first, the way he looked at her, but then he just like got up and walked away like nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we'll see.
Apparently, she wants to have sex with him, though. It's weird.
It is weird. It's weird to me that anyone wants to have sex with him.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been absolutely no buildup. I mean, other than that she was spending some time helping him this episode, but in the past she's been complaining about doing favors for him.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe it's that weird power dynamic thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that
He is her boss.
That is kind of inappropriate, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
She's gonna want a raise.
A very specific kind of
I
race.
gave you a raise, Steve. Now I should get a raise. So then finally we have Brandon and Kelly, and their storylines are connected in a way.
They are.
Sort
Oh,
of.
but there's our yes. Yeah, I don't know what else is going on with him at all.
With who?
Brandon, besides what's going on with Kelly.
The newspaper.
Okay,
The newspaper dude.
sure.
And that's somewhat connected to that story.
Yeah. So Kelly has some kind of connection through the clinic with this autistic guy who was...
He works there.
Yeah. Okay, so he was working there in the evening.
Yes.
And his mom can no longer drive him because she got a job
She got some kind of job where
in the evening. And so Kelly's like, well, I'll just, he can work here during the day. It's no problem. Like, wouldn't that work? And his mom keeps being like, just stay out of it.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Just let it be. But Kelly never lets anything be or never stays out of anything.
Nope.
So she goes to their house and talks to the mom and like convinces her that,
She goes to so many people's houses. Yeah. It's really
she's
weird.
so intrusive. And she's just like, I'll make sure nothing happens to him. I'll take care of him.
I'll make a promise that I can't keep.
Yeah. So, because his mom's concerned that there will be too much activity, too many people, and of course that's exactly what happens. Like, there's too much going on, and he gets overwhelmed, and he makes a mistake.
And then some bitch fucking nurse is like yelling at him about this mistake. Did you put this paper in this fucking folder? You fucking asshole. And he's like, it was full, and I didn't. The folder was full. I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah. And so he runs out. And so Kelly's got to go like fix it.
And Kelly apologizes. She says to the nurse, she's like, it was my fault. And the nurse is like, whatever, fuck you. And so she says to the mom, yeah, it was my fault. And she's like, no, it was partially my fault too because I let you convince me.
Yeah. And she's right. Like, it should not have happened.
Yeah.
And yet somehow Kelly manages to further convince her to let things happen.
Well, he wants to get his own place.
Yeah.
He wants a job because he wants to get a place on his own. Also, I should point out for eagle-eyed viewers that this autistic child is played by Brian Benben's son on the HBO sex comedy Dream On.
Okay.
It's I think his name is Jake or something. Jake Tupper.
I don't know him.
Well, that's not his real name.
I don't know the show.
You don't remember Dream On?
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, we should watch Dream On. It's a story about a guy. I think he's like he's an ad executive or something like that. He works in some realm like that.
Okay.
But he was raised on television, so, and he was raised on like, I don't know, sex on television, I guess. Like, you see people kissing and stuff like that. So he, like, romanticizes what love can or should be. And, like, the hook of the show is he interacts with these people. He's, like, he's divorced. And you know that the woman that's on that new show that just came out, or came out last year or whatever, with Laura San Giacomo, Just Shoot Me?
Uh-huh.
You know the one that plays the former supermodel?
Yeah.
The tall one?
Nina? No.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's his ex-wife on the show.
Okay.
So they're divorced, and he dates and stuff like that, and they intersperse conversation with clips from old movies, as if it's in his head. Like, something like, come here, Brian Ben, or whatever the fuck his character's name is in the show. Come here, I'm gonna, give you the night of your life or whatever. And then they go to like a black and white clip of some comedy and it's like, well, that's what the woman said, like something like that.
Weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting show.
So he's supposed to be 18 and Mark said, wants his own place.
Right.
Brandon is working on a story.
Brandon's working with, you don't remember this at all.
I really
Brandon's
don't.
working with a person that's won 2 Pulitzer Prizes for journalism, supposedly, that works at something called, I don't know, The Nation Now or whatever. It's a USA Today stand-in. It's a big national paper that goes out of New York. And he works there. And the Los Angeles is trying to get a football team again. They had the Rams, they had the Raiders, and they have neither now because people in LA don't care about football, I guess. And so they're trying to get a football team back, so it ties into real life kind of. But they want the taxpayers to fund part of the building of the stadium because supposedly it brings more commerce and everything to the area. That's the excuse, because that's something that happens in real life.
Sure.
And he's like, I don't think the taxpayers should fund this, because he's talking to this journalist. And the journalist is like, yeah, that was clear from your article and stuff like that. I think this is a really good story for us to work on together. So he wants to work on the story. He's got a bunch of like inside sources and stuff. So he talks to Rosen and these other people kind of associated with the teams and everything. And that's kind of his part of the story, is like, this guy's super driven and ambitious and everything. And it causes a stupid rift in their relationship because Kelly's like, I see you. You're so disappointed in the life that you have now here. And you want to, it hurts our relationship. I have dreams of you settling down here and everything. And you have dreams of, going off and doing all these wonderful things because you love being a reporter so much.
Mm-hmm. Good. Break up. Please. I hate them. I hate them together.
I know, they're not good together at all. They're much better by themselves.
They fight all the time.
But so that gets interconnected because they're all out to dinner together. That gets interconnected with this kid because she's like, I think this would be a good story.
Which again is like totally unprofessional to be like, hey, let me just throw this kid's life in your reporter lap.
Right.
She does that all the time.
Yeah, she does. And so Brandon's like, oh, that's an interesting thing. And the arrogant reporter's like, fuck that. I don't do special interest pieces like this.
Mm-hmm. And he manages to set something up, though, the guy.
Because the one guy owns a hockey team or whatever, the LA Kings. So he's like, we can skate with the Kings. You know, we're going to skate with the Kings and then have a conversation, interview with this guy, talk about his point of view on the building of the stadium and the funds and all this stuff. And this kid is a big hockey fan because his brother played hockey before his brother went off to college and moved out, which I assume is probably part of the motivation of why he wants his own place. He also wants to go into the wider world like the brother that he loves did. So Brandon's like, hey, can the kid come? And he's like, yeah, sure, the more the merrier. But what ends up happening is there's a cabinet-level person in the president's cabinet who is going to resign, and he's only going to tell this reporter the reason he's going to resign. So it's going to be an exclusive thing, and he's like, I got to fly to Washington, and Brandon's like, well, what about our story? And he's like, I got to put that on the back burner for a while. We can't do that. And he's like, but the kid, and he's like, I didn't think the whole episode they're like, this guy's such a fucking asshole and this guy's such a prick and stuff. And I'm thinking, like, he doesn't seem that much like a prick or anything.
Yeah.
He just seems like a regular, reporter guy. Like, he didn't seem like a complete asshole.
No.
But it's this part of the episode where he seems like an asshole. He's like, you want me to give up, one of the biggest stories of the year for some fucking, special needs? I think he says retarded kid.
He did say retarded, yeah.
And Brandon's like, yeah, I think that would be the right thing to do. And he was like, fuck you, Brandon. I thought you were a real journalist. And he gets in the thing and leaves. And so then Brandon's stuck. But Brandon calls in a favor from the
ice rink owner.
Yeah, ice rink guy. And they skate on the ice together.
But not with the LA Kings. So the kid should still have been a lot more disappointed than he was.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing, as the mom's all like, he's been so disappointed so many times. And yet she still lets Kelly get him excited to be disappointed again.
Yep.
But he's happy to be out on the ice.
He gets to ride on the Zamboni, too.
Yeah. And turns into a job for the kid.
Yeah, the kid's working there now.
So.
Renting out skates.
And he gets to skate for free.
Good for him.
So, all happy, came together fucking TV. In reality, it wouldn't work out so happy.
Fuck no.
And Kelly...
That kid would probably, cry and throw a tantrum.
Right. And Kelly would be, I don't know, not getting praised. She'd be like, fuck you, you're a terrible person, because she fucks everything up. But it all works out for her.
Yeah, exactly.
She shouldn't be bringing the kid into Brandon's stuff. She shouldn't be forcing her way into people's homes. I just don't like her.
No, I know, I agree. But that is where the episode ends. It's kind of a nothing episode. I guess Steve breaks up with that girl, but that's the only kind of long lasting thing that happens in the episode. Everything else is just like a self-contained thing.
Yep.
But anyway, tell the people where they can go.
So you can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.